Welcome back to the A Flow Show podcast, doing another episode for you here today. I don't know why I'm talking so quiet. I feel like I'm secretive. I guess we don't have to be secretive.
We're doing a golf special.
Yes, here from the 18th hole. No.
You're talking too loud.
Andres Flores, Marissa Crawley, as always. How's it going?
Should I go by Marisa? I can't say that. I'm not good. So that's why I can't even say your name either. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I've always gotten questions about that. It's hard because I do like Andres. Mm-hmm. One, I can roll my R, and I think I think it sounds better than Andres.
I'm sorry.
But whenever when people ask me what my name is, and if they're, not Mexican or not Hispanic descent, I just say Andres just to keep it,
But then you see me and you're like, Andres, and I was like, I can't say that. I can't even say my mom gets mad at me whenever I say Marissa. Her name is not Marissa, it's Marisa.
It's Marisa.
I don't like that.
Why?
Because it's hard to say.
Marisa. So if I start calling you Marisa, you probably won't like it.
It doesn't bother me. If you ask me what my name is, I'm going to tell you Marissa.
Marissa. All right.
Just like I have a guy that we work with, and we have a Tejano station, and he calls me Mari. Marisa.
Yeah, no. Also, people find it hard to spell my name. Like, when I say Andreas, they literally will put, like, Andrea. No, Andrea. Like, Andrea.
Got it.
Andreas. Uh-huh. And that kind of bothers me a little bit, but...
Yeah, that would bother me, too.
It's all right. It's a name. It's my name. How's it going?
It's going good. It's a short week.
Short week, yeah.
Short work week.
Yeah, we all had the day off yesterday. Back at it July 5th after the holiday. How was your July 4th? It
was hot and stormy. I walked on the parade yesterday.
On Broadway? The Broadway parade?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like 2 miles. So I was like, that shouldn't be too long. Even if we're walking at a slow pace, it should take less than an hour. Well, that thing I got there at 9, and I didn't get into my car until like 11:30.
Wow, so 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd never done a parade. I used to go to the parade, I guess forced to go to the parade by my parents, my father, and we did that young, but we stopped just because we didn't care. Me and my brother, we just kind of been there before.
Been there, done that. You get older and you're like...
But my father just is always, he was fascinated by parades.
I think people just love the tradition behind it,
But even just watching the Macy's parade, he'll sit there and watch that, and the one here in Lubbock on the 4th of July, any parade almost, it's like he has to watch it. It's must-watch TV for him. But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. Was it hot? You said it was hot.
It was hot. It got a little bit sunburned.
So were you waving or throwing out candy?
Doing both. There was a lot of people there. They told me that there was more people. Yeah, more people than last year, and I think the reason behind that was just because. The 4th of July was on a Tuesday, so people that were on the weekend, they were already here, back in town, getting ready for the week, because, Wednesday is back to work, I guess. Yeah. And so there was a lot of people, and we ran out of candy halfway through. So after that, I just started waving.
You started waving?
Yep.
That's cool.
Did you have to work?
I did, but it was fun. In the grocery store, you stay busy.
That's true. That's the good thing about it. Staying busy is the best part of working at a grocery store.
Yeah, wasn't very bad. So we did through that. Then I got off early. Wasn't too bad. So ended up having a good time. Wanted to go watch fireworks. Obviously didn't happen. We live in Lubbock, Texas. It's been 5 days consecutive in this rain, right?
Crazy.
Friday, Saturday,
late night
week.
Storms. Yeah. Friday night. I don't know. We're gonna have to backtrack. Friday night, there was a crazy storm, and there was these thunderclaps that were shaking the house, and I woke up around 2 a.m., and I asked Nash, I was like, are we going to die? This was wholeheartedly, I thought we were going to die because it was so scary. Did you wake up from that storm? It was the first big storm that we had.
Yeah, I think that Friday night I was up kind of late anyway. Yeah. So, but no, I actually kind of fell asleep right away. It didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
It hardly ever bothers me unless it's a really, really loud. And I mean, these were loud, but I just think I don't know. I think I do pretty good during storms.
So you like it?
I don't think I like it. I just don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't keep me up. It doesn't keep me up all night. There you go. It does not keep me up. I am able to go back to sleep. It's weird.
I mean, I knocked out too. I asked him if I was going to die, and he said no, and I was like, all right.
Good night. Yeah, but man, 5 days in a row kind of just ruins everything. You know, I know we need rain. I know it's good for everybody.
Actually, no, it's not good for everybody. I work for an ag show, and these producers...
They're going crazy.
It's really sad because their crops have been washed out, especially with the wind.
Wow.
And everything, and these farmers they feel like they're not going to have a good crop this year because there's too much rain too fast, or, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not helpful when it's that much in such a little time.
Me being, you know, selfish and personal for a second, it ruins our softball league. So our softball game got canceled tonight, like, or postponed, I guess. Field was just too wet, too muddy, or whatever. I haven't looked, I haven't gone, but I got the text saying, "Do not go tonight. Games are postponed." So I mean,
I'd imagine you wouldn't even want to play in that either, though.
No, absolutely not. But I still want to play, and that's why I say it ruins everything. Because
it does.
Now I have to change plans. Which, I mean, it's not like I'm a busy guy, so I'm doing the podcast. Anyway. But yeah, 5 days in a row over the July 4th week kind of ruined everything. Everybody canceled their fireworks. Were you planning on seeing fireworks or anything like that?
No, but I did buy some sparklers and some, what do you call them? Color bombs, smoke bombs, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you into, or your husband into fireworks? Like, y'all go spend not a lot of money, but more than you would.
I spent $11 yesterday.
On fireworks.
I did buy 2 fireworks. They're the little hens that you put on a fire and they go, and then they flame out. That's my favorite firework, and I will always buy them. I don't care how old I get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have several ones of those kind of like that.
I also like the ones that are the little pellets, and they're supposed to be snakes. Once you turn it on fire, it like starts moving. Looks like poop, but those are my favorite things.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a big fan of buying stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather watch.
Yeah, I'd rather watch.
I can't buy that cool stuff. It's too expensive.
Yeah, of course. Fireworks are way expensive, but I do know people and friends and been to but previous years have been to, you know, houses,
family
parties,
events,
that they kind of go all out. And I guess if that's what you want to do, then do it. I mean, people spend their money on whatever they want. His fireworks is fireworks. But yeah, for me yesterday, was not planning to go watch them. Ended up getting rained out or stormed out. Didn't buy any, but, you know, still had a good fourth. Grilled steaks, you know, was drinking beer, good time, music. So, wasn't bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually have a feeling that we're going to hear a lot of fireworks tonight. Since there's not a whole lot of storm action going to happen tonight. I think we're going to have a 5th of July.
Ooh, yeah. Well, we always have a 5th. Let's not.
That's true. We're going to celebrate the 4th of July on July 5th.
Yeah. I guess, could you take them back, or they probably won't? All sales are final, you think?
I think all sales are final.
I couldn't see them exchanging them back for money.
Yeah.
I mean, once they make their money, they make it, but I don't know. I guess for me, it's kind of more of a childhood thing. Like, I don't really get excited for the 4th. Obviously, history-wise, I know how great it is, and I get excited for that because it is the birthday of the country, but the firework thing, I guess, is the only thing that kind of just, I don't need it. Even driving by the fireworks stands, it's just kind of.
Yeah, I kind of place fireworks at the bottom of my list. It's more about food to me. I did go to the 4th on Broadway event after the parade, and I had potato ribbons. Those are good. I love fair food, fried food. Anything where there's like an event going to happen and they're selling stuff like corn dogs. Sign me up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope you had a good holiday, good weekend. He kind of wrapped around everything in the weekend with that and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a picture you tweeted that in Levelland there was some hail with the storms or something.
Yeah, my mom sent me a picture. The hail was like golf ball size hail. And she said that the car in front of her house, the windows were broken and had tons of dents. And I was like, dang, that must not have been fun. And I swear Levelland has been getting hit bad. And then it comes to Lubbock and it dies down.
And then it dies down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I got any hail damage, if there was any, here in Lubbock. No, we stay clear of that.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see.
Bunch of haboobs.
Yeah, man. None of them were as bad as that one time when were you here?
I don't think so.
Okay, this might have been. Oh, this was probably years ago. I mean, years ago. There was a haboob, and it just kind of, everything went black. Like it people, like, from what I heard, people thought like it was the end because it was just black and it covered black. Like, it was still during the day.
That's
everything was black, and then once it passed, it lit back up, and it was just one of those things that you never forget.
This is the end. This is how we're going.
There you go. Hey, you a big Jay-Z fan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's all right.
Yeah, he put an album out, his 13th studio album, this past weekend.
444.
444, 444. I don't know how they pronounce it, or I guess it's 444.
I think so.
I mean, apparently he's taking a lot of shots at people. Not a big rap fan. No, I do like Jay-Z. I guess just one of a legend of the game. Has plenty of radio hits, but I guess this album he's taking a lot of shots at people like Future and Kanye and a lot of stuff. And the story of OJ is called one of the tracks called, and talking about Becky with the. What is it, Becky with the good hair or whatever it's called? Oh, yeah. It's something that I need to listen to. I'm going to try to get it. But like it came exclusively like the title.
Yeah, nobody can listen to it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any of them.
I never heard of Tidal.
I read the lyrics, though.
Yeah, I've read some stories. I never heard of Tidal.
That's his deal.
It's like a Pandora, but it's
a streaming
music streaming service.
App.
Okay.
Service.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be on Apple Music here pretty soon, hopefully. Well, I have Apple Music, but I don't. I mean, iTunes, I guess.
Yeah, I do.
How do you get do you download music anyway?
No.
I
go on Spotify.
That's probably
That's my only access.
I get it, and I like those kind of apps, Spotify, Pandora, stuff like that. But I don't know, something about having the actual song or the actual album. Maybe that's old fashioned for me. I don't know, but I like that. I like.
I mean, you would get that with Spotify.
See, I've never tried Spotify.
So it's the same thing. I pay the non-premium service. This is a big old ad for Spotify. So I get ads like every 30 minutes. I have to listen to 15 seconds of commercials or whatever, which isn't bad. But I get to go into somebody, if I paid for the extra, I'd go into somebody's, what is it called? Their whole album list.
Yeah.
And listen to any song I want from any of their albums. So it's like having the whole thing.
Man, that'd be awesome if Spotify was paying us to say that. But no, I had never.
Send my email to.
I had just never tried it, and this all came up with talking about Jay-Z. Hopefully, I can get to hear some of that.
I think you'd like it. It actually uses a Scrabble deal, so if you like certain people, it tells you, it makes playlists for you.
This is Spotify.
I like that.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm a big podcast guy, though. Like, I spend maybe 85% of the time listening to podcasts and about 15% of the time listening to music. Maybe some ways can be more music than podcasts, but I don't know. I'm just fascinated about podcasts, and it can be anything. It could be sports-related, music-related, comedy. I love listening to comedians just kind of rabble for, an hour and a half. I don't know. I like that. It's funny. It's entertaining. But
you like Bobby Cast, right?
Bobby Own Show, Bobby Cast, yeah. That's.
I actually saw a tweet. I was gonna tweet it at you. One of my former coworkers got in a whole argument with him on Twitter, and he went like nuts on him.
Bobby Bones?
Mm-hmm. Huh. They were both going at it. I was like, oh,
why?
That was interesting. The guy that I used to work with, he's a big country guy, Texas country, and I think Bobby Bones said something, and he's like, you're an idiot, and then they're going back and forth.
Oh, dang. Oh, no. Shots fired. Anyway. I don't know. Okay, I wanted to touch on this, and this seems to happen more than we think, and it's always weird when it happens, why it happens. So,
Deja vu.
No. I was kind of out shopping, went to the mall.
Worst.
Last week, early during the day, wasn't very busy. Kind of had the day off, not doing much. But it was kind of one of those mornings where, like, I didn't quite get up when I wanted to. Like, you set an alarm to get up, and I'm going to get up there. But then you kind of like, no, I'm just going to lay for a bit. Now I'm going to check Twitter. Then I'm going to get on YouTube for a bit. And then I finally got up and, showered, ate breakfast or whatever it was. And then, finally decided to go to the mall. But it was weird because I ran into one of my cousins there at the mall. And this may be a bad example, but it's like, what happens, like, is it, like, meant for stuff like that to happen to run into
like
people?
Serendipity.
Like, for example, a while back, maybe even early this spring, I ran into you at a restaurant, local restaurant.
Jazz.
What was it called? Jazz. And, like, me and my family were like debating all afternoon where we're gonna eat. Like we were fighting about it, and all of a sudden we said, okay, let's just go to Jazz. We're right here. Let's go to Jazz, and boom, I run into you.
It was
like,
during Lent.
Isn't that weird? I just think it's weird. I think it's great that it happens because I hadn't seen my cousin in a while, and was able to run into her at the mall. But like, what if I went to the mall earlier, than I was supposed to, or what if I decided not to go at all, and I don't run into her? I don't know.
I think you can make a issue with everything like that, though. So I feel like sometimes it'll happen, but if you really focus it on things, like you're always gonna say, "Oh, that was meant to happen. That was meant to happen." But
I don't know. Maybe I'm.
If it makes you feel better,
It did. I just. Yeah. If I had gone earlier, or if I decided to walk this way in the mall instead of go this way, and I don't know. Like I said, it probably happens a lot more, than we think. We run into people that just.
I dodge people.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't like talking to people.
And to be fair, I do too. If I see them without them seeing me,
when I saw you, I was like,
really?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
You're right in front of me.
Yeah, I kind of just walked in and hey, no.
No, if I know the person, like if I like know the person, but if I see somebody that I'm like Facebook friends with, don't ever really talk to, I just kind of am like, oh, go this aisle.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I do that too. If we don't see each other, then I'm not gonna say anything. If we see each other, then it's like, hey, what's going on? But kind of the same thing you were doing.
I get to go to a wedding this weekend.
Oh yeah, where at?
In New Home. It's supposed to be on like a farm kind of deal. It's my stepsister's wedding. And we went to the same high school, so there's going to be a lot of people from high school there, and I think that's going to be awkward.
Why awkward?
Because we're like old now.
We're old now. I don't know if I think my high school does 10 years or 15-year anniversaries, and I guess we're kind of coming up.
Oh, crap.
3 years from now. I graduated in 10.
I graduated in 9.
So, yeah, we're kind of...
Oh, my gosh, 2 years from now.
Yeah, we're kind of getting there. So, I don't know how awkward that would be, if that's awkward. I don't know, but you don't still follow people on Instagram or Facebook?
I do, but we don't talk. It's like, it's one of the people that I avoid in the store.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird. Again, back to the whole running into my cousin, just kind of...
It's a pleasant surprise or a happy accident.
It's just like I was saying, if I wake up earlier, but like, what are they doing before that point of meet? That
they could cause something.
What if they got up late, or what if, I don't know. Maybe I'm making too much of it, but I just thought it was like, the whole, is it meant to be stuff? Like you said, is it meant to be, were they meant to be together? Was it meant to be that I ran into you? Was it,
Sometimes I had a near-death experience about 4 years ago. This car in front of me, we were at a stoplight, and all of a sudden the other side of traffic, he ran the stoplight and completely T-boned the car in front of me. And I was like, just think if I was just a little bit earlier, if I was going a little bit faster, all those thoughts that you were talking about go through my head. And I was like, what if my car started or whatever, if I left the elevator and it didn't open, all this stuff came back. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was insane. He's now in jail because he was drunk. Wow. And that was the worst accident I've ever seen in my life. The car flipped like 3 times in the air. And I was so shooketh. It was scary.
It's crazy. It's crazy how this life works. I've always, have you seen The Truman Show? The Jim Carrey movie? Mm-mm. So I guess it's a show, it's a movie a while back, and it's a movie about Truman, Jim Carrey's character, being a show where everybody around him's fake. I mean, they're all actors. Everybody, and he's just kind of living in this little circle, this little thing. It's fake. It's a fake town, fake everything. Everybody's watching him. It's being broadcast on television. He thinks he's in the real life.
Oh my gosh!
It's actually like there's actually another world.
They put everything.
Yeah, and for the longest time I was like, man, what if I am Truman? What if I'm this? And people.
Nobody's paying me, Andres, to be here. That's what you gotta do. Just start asking people. Are people paying you?
Go watch The Truman Show. It's pretty good.
I feel like I need to watch that now. It sounds interesting.
It's on Netflix, I think.
I feel like that's like really a popular movie that I haven't seen. Yeah.
No, yeah. And then like everyone's trying to give him hints I guess I'm
Does he have to figure it out? It's okay. You can spoil things. I'm okay with spoilers.
He eventually does. I mean, the character kind of play like it's a dumb character, not a retarded character, but kind of just they can, trick him easy. But people try to give him gullible. They hints after hint after hint after hint, and then finally he just one day takes off and discovers.
How did he get in this?
I guess as a young child, they knew from because they filmed him ever since he was young. That's all he knew. It was a fake town.
This is crazy.
Yeah, the Truman Show. A full show sponsored by Spotify and the Truman Show.
Jazz. Who else did we mention? Anybody else?
All right, man. What's going on? All-Star Game coming out next Tuesday. I'm pumped for that. I know last week we talked about my Yankees, but hasn't got any better. The prayers weren't answered. We're still struggling. But people voted. I mean, All-Star. I vote for the All-Star Game. That's going to happen. Home Run Derby. It's kind of moving quickly. I mean, people say the baseball season is long, but we're already halfway. We're already in July. We're already 3 months in.
Everything is flying.
Everything is flying. NBA free agency also happened. Anybody call you to be a free agent? No?
I think I missed a call, but I didn't.
Could have been the Chicago Bulls or somebody. No, man, I, as a fan, I like stuff. I like movements. I like trades, free agency. Chaos. I like when, just even talking about it, like the idea that X player can go play for this team that also has this player, that player. I mean, that's just like, whoa. And then, we always do it, and then the regular season comes, and they may not be that good. Well, oh well. It was fun while we were talking about it. But the trade deadline's coming up in baseball. Hopefully you don't get traded.
I'm hoping not.
But I could get traded. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'd take anything that they'd give me because I know it's a lot of money if you're just a bench player, right? If you make the roster, it's like or a practice.
Well, there's like a league minimum. I think in all leagues there's a minimum, but the superstars.
I'll take the minimum.
You'll take the minimum. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it too. Hey, do you? Obviously, you didn't watch it, but the hot dog eating contest.
I didn't watch it. I watched the last couple of seconds.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut, 72 and 10
72 hot dogs. I have a lot of information because I talked about this today.
Okay.
He set the record for 72. Last year he ate 70. And he fasts 2 days before this all happens. And so his stomach can, I guess, absorb everything. And he gained about 23 pounds. 15 pounds of it was hot dogs. And the rest of it was water. And a TMZ reporter asked him how he poops. Like, does he poop right after? And he was like, yes, almost immediately. And then the reporter asked, is it all digested? And he's like, no, half of it's digested and half of it's non-digested. So he's just pooping out hot dogs. Whoa. And I was like, oh, that's so gross.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Couple things. They do this every year. So, like, how much longer could he possibly do this? Now,
I know this is his 10th year winning.
He's like a professional contest eater.
Major, or what is it? They have like a competitive league, competitive league or whatever.
Yeah. So this is what he does for a living. I guess he gets paid if he wins and stuff.
I'm assuming so. Maybe he gets talent fees. If you show up to this competition or that competition, they have to pay him so much money. That's a lot of hot dogs.
Okay, I'm going to give you $1,000 for every hot dog you eat. You have 10 minutes. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat?
Honestly, probably about 10 minutes. I'm going to say 10.
10?
Like one each minute, maybe.
Wow. Even if you know that it's for money.
Even if there was money. I just don't think I can physically do it.
Wow.
I think I'd throw it up, and I think that's one of the things you have to not do, right? Because that wouldn't make sense if you could just put all this stuff and throw it up easily.
Yeah, you got to eat it.
So honestly, I think I could do maybe 10, and I think that's pushing it.
10 minutes, $1,000 a hot dog.
I would try.
I mean, this is just a plain hot. I mean, there's no chili.
Yeah, this is just the Frank and the bun.
Man, I would realistically probably would try for maybe 16, 17.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard. I mean, I'm not saying I've never tried it. I don't want to try it. But,
I don't want to try it either. Please don't make me.
And 10 minutes really isn't that long because, I mean, just eating one hot dog probably takes about 2 minutes. I mean, of course, when I'm eating a regular hot dog, it's bite, put it down.
Yeah, some chips.
Fry or whatever. Yeah. Bite, put it down.
They have a system, these competitive eaters, they break the hot dog in half and dip it in water and put it in their mouth, and that just sounds horrendous. Like, I don't even want to think of that.
It was crazy how they do it. They're like moving, their bodies are moving.
Yeah, and you see their hand, it's like in a fist, and they're just like holding everything, smashing it in their mouth, and it just, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I want to try it either.
You said 10 if it'd be hard for 10.
One each minute.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably right there for 15, 16, but I don't think I could get it.
The women's, they did 40.
40. Wow. Is there one food, it doesn't have to be hot dog, that you would like, I'm doing this, I'm down? Like,
if you were giving me $1,000 for chicken nuggets, I could.
Chicken nuggets, there you go.
I
Next
need
week
about
on the A-Flow show, we'll have a chicken nugget eating contest versus Crawley versus Andres Flores. No, that's crazy stuff. That's, I mean, if that's how they want to make a living, and we know them, they're known for that. Joey Chestnut's he's not a household name, but I think
he's a household name, especially if you've heard of him. You may not know him or anything, and so is Kobayashi or something.
Kobayashi, but was he I don't think he participated.
He has some kind of dispute with the Major League Eating.
Ooh, they're not paying him enough.
Something to do with money. They traded him.
They traded him.
So that's why they're like, Joey Chestnut has had a weekend competition ever since Kobayashi has been not a part of this competition.
Did anybody even get close to that 72, or it was him?
The guy I saw beside him had 50. I was like, but I didn't see anybody else. I didn't look at theirs.
Wow. We spent a lot of time talking about the hot dog eating contest. Oh, let me answer that question I asked you. The one thing besides hot dogs. What'd you say?
I do poop.
Let's see. One thing besides hot dogs. Ooh, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think hot dogs would be probably good.
It'd be pretty hard to think of something. Because then you're going to ruin it.
I'm trying to think what's my favorite food.
I know, but you're going to ruin it. You know what I'm saying?
Like enchilada is probably my favorite Mexican dish, but I'm not eating 72 enchiladas in 10 minutes. I'm trying to think of something easy that I could possibly do, but I can't. Snickers bars. How many Snickers bars? Ooh, that'd be bad.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Alrighty. Today, July 5th, 2017. The 186th day of the year. There are 179 days remaining. Oh, on this date in 1989, the first episode of Seinfeld was released.
I watched reruns, but I'm not religious.
Never got into Seinfeld. I was always a Friends guy, and I'm still watching Friends now. I think I told you I'm starting from the beginning, and I've kind of...
Yeah.
But it's so... I mean, it's just... It's so
There's
long.
A lot of episodes.
I may be in like season 4 now. I don't even know. Oh, the bikini was introduced today.
Oh yeah, National Bikini Day.
1946, the bikini. I wonder why not the 4th? I don't know. I guess somebody decided the day after the July 4th to invent the bikini.
I guess so. They're like, it's too hot out here.
It's too hot. We need, you know what? We need something that just, whatever. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, on this day in 2011, Casey Anthony was found not guilty of murdering her daughter.
Oh, I remember this.
That was crazy. I remember the verdict announcement and
Jose
Baez. Man, she was found not guilty of manslaughter and child abuse. Casey was found guilty of 4 counts of providing false information to police officers. But man, 2011, that's crazy. That's crazy as well. On this day tomorrow, 1994, Forrest Gump opened in theaters. Have you seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
Classic movie. Life is like a box of chocolate. Oh, you probably, quote along all day with that movie. Okay. You want to play the birthday game before we get out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm really good at this.
And I'll give you today and tomorrow. So Wednesday's birthday is July 5th, and then tomorrow's birthday is July 6th. First with Wednesday's. Pauly D.
Pauly D. I'm going to say 35.
Ooh, close. Want to try again?
34.
No.
Older?
Yeah.
38.
37.
Dang it. I missed it. I had 3 chances. 4 chances.
Let's see. TV judge Joe Brown.
Joe Brown. I'm going to say 63. Higher or lower?
Higher. Go higher.
68.
Still, go higher.
Really? Joe Brown?
Not that much higher. But
The older African man? Okay. 71.
No, 70.
So close.
Close. I know. I'm sorry. Do you know who Eddie Falco is?
No.
Singer Mark Cohen?
No.
Huey Lewis?
Yeah, he's a musician.
Uh-huh.
He's probably old. So I'm going to say 68.
Close again.
69.
No.
71.
No, go the other way. He's 67.
Oh, so close.
67. Okay, here's for tomorrow.
I'm pretty good, though. I get it within 5 years.
All right, here we go. Thursday, July 6th, Kevin Hart.
45. Lower. 42. Way lower?
Yeah. Well, I'm not way, but he's not
38.
38 is good. 30 is correct. Do you like Kevin Hart?
He's all right.
Is he the best comedian right now, you think? Or are you into comedian as comedy?
I'm not really big into...
People say he's like this modern day, Richard
Dave
Pryor.
Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, yeah. I mean, our generation.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with Kevin. Funny.
Yeah,
I think he's honestly, probably a better actor. Like, he makes me laugh more in his movies than his stand-up. That maybe I might get some, heat for that because he is pretty good at stand-up, don't get me wrong, but I like his movies a lot better. I think in that role, in that situation, it's better.
Yeah.
So I like him there.
Do you watch a lot of stuff on Netflix?
I do. I try to.
Have you watched Cristela yet?
Cristela? I have.
Lower Classy.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen some YouTube clips. I think I've seen more YouTube clips than her stand-up special. But yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
I like Amy Schumer. Everybody doesn't like her because they say she steals whatever. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Comedy is hard, I guess.
Is it? I would think. I don't know. And you mean obviously we're not experts, but I think there's two sides of comedy. One, you have to be able to write stuff, funny stuff.
Yeah.
But then you also have to, deliver
Sell it
funny in a funny way. It takes a lot of talent for people who can do it. Again, I've never done it, but
yeah, just like on SNL, like half of the people that are on SNL don't write everything is written for them, all those bits and stuff, and they're funny, but these people know how to deliver it and sell it to the audience.
Yeah, so anybody who can do it, both of those, right? And
so if anybody wants to write for us,
please make
we
this
can
podcast
deliver
more
it.
Funny. A couple more here. Basketball star Pau Gasol.
He is gonna be 35.
Close. No, man.
36.
Nope.
Younger, older.
Older.
37.
37. Yeah.
So close.
Yeah. Okay. Here's this one throwback. I have not heard these two names in a long time.
Ashley.
No, Tamara and Tia Mowry.
Okay,
Sister. Oh, that was the jam. That was the TV show back in the day.
Oh, let's go with 36.
No.
35.
Nope.
Younger, older.
Go older.
41.
Younger.
38.
39.
I am I'm
You're close, but you're just. I'll wait for you just to land one perfectly. All right, try this one. 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson.
Okay, he used to go out with Chelsea Handler. She's fairly up there. I'm going to say 43.
Close again.
Oh, my gosh.
He's 42.
Oh,
He's 42.
I'm so good at this. I wish somebody would, pay me and I could just go and you're like, you're 21, you're 38. And they give me dollars if I'm right.
Last one. President George W. Bush.
Oh, gosh.
This is going to be 43.
Wait, President who? Which one?
43. The son.
The son.
W. Bush.
The son. I'm going to say 67.
Wrong.
I don't really know this
71.
one. Okay.
He's 71.
I wasn't too off. I was in that range.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to talk about? You good?
I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Doing anything this weekend? Any weekend plans?
Stepsister's wedding.
Yeah, you mentioned that. We're supposed to have a softball game tonight. Got postponed, so who knows when that's going to happen. But really, we only have two more weeks left, and then we're done with that, and then boom, August is going to hit and the football's back. So I'm excited. And
then we're busy.
Then the challenge is going to start here.
Oh yeah, next week, 18th.
We're going to get into that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun. That takes a lot of the.
Oh, there's a lot of drama going on. I follow Kayla. I like Kayla, and apparently this season she got into it with a lot of the girls, with like Cara and Camilla. So I guess we'll have to see how that plays out on the actual show. But in real life,
they're not liking each other.
Nope, sending tweets out to each other.
Oh no.
Yeah. Crazy.
Alrighty, we're gonna get out of here, guys. We appreciate you for listening as always. What's your Twitter?
At Just Marissa.
At Just Marissa for her. At A-Flow Radio. You can follow me there, guys. Appreciate you listening every single time. Find us on iTunes. Search The A-Flow Show. Also Spreaker.com as well. Search The A-Flow Show. There's millions of things you can listen to if you listen to us for a little bit. We appreciate you. Tell a friend. Tell your family. And we'll keep doing it. Next week we'll be back. For Marissa, I am Andres. Peace.